I'll tell you about Yud Gimmel Kislev the second. Yud Gimmel Kislev Tov Mem Zayin.
They're saying a year after.
The year after.
So Yud Gimmel Kislev Mem Vav is when they came out that the Rebbe does not need to testify. So you're talking about the next year.
The next year, yeah. So already on that day, by Mincha, before Mincha, after Mincha, we're singing Dir Natzach. This is really the first time we're saying Dir Natzach. In that nigun, the way Dir Natzach was Yud Gimmel Kislev Mem Vav.
So this is right.
Mincha.
Mem Vav or Mem Zayin?
Mem Vav. This was Mem Vav. Mem Vav after the original, yeah. After we heard that the Rebbe doesn't have to go to court, this nigun came up Dir Natzach. And that night was a Verbrengen in 770 upstairs in the Zal. The Verbrengen was planned. It was a Yudalit Kislev Verbrengen organized by Meir Arlik before it turned to be downstairs. But then in Memvav was upstairs. And it was Mamish Asuda, like a Verbrengen, like Meir knew what to do. And the speakers, whatever, but on the side of the bima, on the side of the chazan or the amid, there's one table over there, right near that door to the hallway. Mm-hmm. And Yudel Krinsky and Avraham Shem Tov came to sit down late at night. And then, Chevra went right away to sit around, and they said a few things about what was going on. Then they megala they revealed a few things that they were told, whatever. But I remember one tziyur, very interesting. Avraham Shem Tov had Sed L'Chaim, and he screams to the other side of the room to Meir Arlik, and he says, "Was bist du nichter? Was bist du oibenan wie am Chuten? Why are you still sober? You're sitting at the head table like father of the bride, because he's celebrating the Rebbe's Kislev. Yeah. So this was, you say things that you remember from Verbrengen from 20 years before, and this is 40 years before. I remember this outburst. Was bist du nichter? This was like, this, like I'm saying, already the first relief kind of thing from that tension was Yud Gimmel Kislev.
People were a little bit besimcha.
Yeah. And then, of course, Yud Gimmel Kislev the year after.
So someone then, a bacher then by that Verbrengen made up Dir Natzach, the song?
No, it's not true. We sang Dir Natzach after Mincha.
So it was before that?
It was before that. We sang Dir Natzach after Mincha in that nigun, the way we sing Dir Natzach. That night, by the way, there was a chasana. Itche Springer's son got married to Ber Lazar's sister, to Moshe Lazar's daughter, if I'm not mistaken. That was the chasana, and over there, Ber Lazar started Dir Natzach. I mean, the whole chasana over there was Dir Natzach, and it was in the evening after Yud Gimmel Kislev. Then, whatever, we went 770, and then came the Verbrengen. Versteht sich that a year later, when Yud Gimmel Kislev came about, we were...
You're saying the first year? The
first year, yeah.
Commemorating, whatever, the first year of...
Yeah, the first anniversary of the original Gimmel Kislev. It was before Dir Natzach, but it was Yud Gimmel Kislev. So we had to Verbrengen. And we were maybe 20 bachim. By the way, I read some reports, the way it was written, based on information from Meiner Agutachaver, and it wasn't, the way it's printed is not accurate. I'll tell you Master Shehoya because I was there myself. We're maybe 20-25 bachim sat down to Verbrengen somewhere around midnight. We started Verbrengen, Gimmel Kislev. And the Rebbe said to sing Yakiru V'Yedu. That night, started singing Yakiru V'Yedu, because that's the idea of Yud Gimmel Kislev, that the whole world should know that the Rebbe is a melech, and the melech is not subjected to any testimony, and he runs the show. So you say Yakir Yedu, call you say, and then somebody came up with a was Gimmel Kislev.
Was ist getroffen?
Was getroffen Gimmel Kislev is what we sang. Yeah. Today they sing was is the Yom Tov Gimmel Kislev. Was getroffen Gimmel Kislev. We sang. By the way, the mashke was a few bachim. The mashke was gone, was finished. I came back from shlichus in the Caribbeans, and I had on my in my room. I had a desk in my room.
In the summer, you were
summer Memvav. Yeah,
you're in Caribbean. Okay.
Summer Memvav was in Caribbean. Also an interesting story. Remind me. I'll tell you something about it. So I bought over there a gallon of Crown Royal that comes with on a stand that you pour it because it's too heavy, you know. Okay. And I was with my chaver, I said, I'm buying a bottle for Didan Natzach. And I had this bottle on my desk. It was a discussion piece, you know, a discussion starter, you know. Oh, wow, don't touch it, it's for Didan Natzach. Anyways, we're sitting over there, Gimmel Kislev, talking mashke. That's it. So one of my friends sitting next to me, he became a mechuten. It's a Katman. I gave him the keys to my room. And I said, you know my bottle over there? Bring it over. So you give it Kislev. They are not so. So he brought the bottle. I remember saying, he's all the Bacher, full of his spiluses. Oh, don't you cover the melech. This is how you respect the king, by bringing a 1 gallon bottle of mashke. Anyway, so this bottle took us for a while.
That's a Crown Royal is
Crown Royal.
It's Malchus.
Yeah, Crown Royal is Malchus, and this was the Mevinis that we had then. If I bring today, I had in.
I'm old enough to remember Crown Royal being the mashke and Lubavitch, either Smirnov or Crown Royal. Yeah,
that's it. Yeah. Yeah, in the storage room of my shul, I have about 20 bottles. Nobody wants to touch them.
Yeah, exactly.
But them also, that was it. Kalpanim. About 6 in the morning, people start to come to Dahan. And Professor Brownover is mentioned in those Yamanim, but let me tell you exactly what happened. Professor Brownover comes over and he tells me, what's going on? What's his height? Because this was Leil Yud Gimmel Kislev. So what do you mean? You don't know? You give a Kislev. So what's you give a Kislev? So I told him the Rebbe, Mishpat, this, that, and the whole thing. All right. So okay. Zog l'chaim. Okay. So l'chaim. 6 a.m. Look. Later on, he was standing around right behind us, whatever. We're in the center of the shul, and somebody came in and he says, "What are Bochurim doing here? 6 o'clock. What's it?" So Brownover says, you don't know. Give a Kislev. And then, yeah.
As the Bachim are spreading the word.
Yeah. The interesting thing is that we weren't going to go to sleep because it was a Yom HaKriya. I mamish don't remember if it was a Monday or a Thursday. You could probably look it up today on Google. But it was Yom HaKriya. So we're not going to eat 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock, but okay, because then if you go to sleep now, you're going to miss the Rebbe coming for Kriya and getting an Aliyah, and out of a question, right? So we stayed and we continued and whatever. The Rebbe came in, you know, the way the Seder was, the Rebbe would come into the Zal. First, the Rebbe would go into his office, and then he would come out with Gatl. He would stand next to the door. There was his table, and then there was just a standard top that was on top of the table, and only there would be
sit on the table.
Yeah. It wasn't a full standard. It was a regular table, the table with the checkered from Yankel Lipsker, and there was a standard top with a few prongs at the bottom, and there were 4 holes on the table that like this it stands and it doesn't move. So the Rebbe would be there. There would be a chumash and the tilim, and the Rebbe would follow Kiryas Torah with the chumash, and then after that, while we say Ashuv Aletziyim, until the Sefer Torah comes back, the Rebbe would say tilim, and after Kaddish and Yalelu, when the Sefer Torah came back, the Rebbe would leave the room. we're in the middle of davening, so we never sang when the Rebbe came in. We never sang when the Rebbe came out. This is the middle of Shachris. But a few of us, I wasn't in a matzav I could put on tefillin because al pidin I don't think I was allowed to daven. So we were there for the Rebbe's aliyah, and when the Rebbe left, we started to sing Yakir V'Yedu. The Rebbe turned, he looked, he smiled, he went on.
He smiled?
Yeah, I heard a shmua that the Rebbe asked Label what they're saying. Then somebody told me, no, it wasn't that day. It was a time where the Rebbe went to the car and was singing outside, and the Rebbe asked what it is. And when Label told him, he smiled, called upon him. This was I don't remember ever that we sang when the Rebbe was coming for the tefillas, in the middle of davening in Shachis. He asked me, would I do that again today? For sure not. But after a lot of mashke, and then, like you said, it was the tension of that time, was like, Hayam Tov, yalla. But whatever, if we they have acknowledged it one or another, is doch good. So this was Gimmel Kislev.